Okay, I figured I'd do a quick video on the 9.8 fall line 200mm droppers that I got. I don't think I've seen really any videos on the fall line droppers from customers or people who've tried them out, so hopefully this is at least a start to be helpful for people who are looking at it. So I'm going to put one of these in my Bronson, the other one in the Firebird. I'll do like a full bike check video on the Firebird later, but I just want to see if the seat post fits first. So the Firebird, let me just start by showing what comes with it. So those are the boxes, 2 seat posts, one's a 30.9 for the Firebird, one's a 31.6 for the Bronson, and then those are the cables and those are the remotes. They also come with a torque wrench, I don't need it. And I got 2 really lightweight seat clamps from 9.8 as well. Some grease. So let's go ahead and weigh these guys. Let's start with the smaller diameter, 30.9. Pop it on the scale. 582. So 582, and then let's add the cable. I think this is 1600 millimeters of cable, and the remote. 694 for everything. So the plastic bags are probably like a gram or whatever, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now let's try the slightly bigger one, 31.6, 612 grams, post only. Add in that cable. The remote with the 1x converter, 726, okay. So you're kind of talking about some serious weight for a dropper. I guess you really need to want this 200 millimeter, which I do. I think those are both heavier than what 9.8 advertises on their site. So, I mean, it could be my scale, maybe, but I feel like the scale is pretty accurate from other stuff that I've weighed that I know the weight of, carabiners and whatnot. But yeah, so they're kind of heavy. All right, so in terms of length, they said this distance from the collar to the end is 300 millimeters, and that's not saying on there, but I did measure it. That is 300 millimeters. So where this would sit on top of your seat clamp to the very bottom, 30 centimeters, 300 millimeters. And then if you look at like the actuator, this they didn't have on their site, but I measured this as well. So this is going to be like screwed on up in here. It's an extra 2 centimeters, 20 millimeters that will hang out the bottom. So you need like 320 millimeters, that much room in your post. And then obviously the cable is going to need to like bend away from that. So you can't just like 90 degree it after that. You need some room for the cable to route. So let's see if it fits in the XL Firebird. This is what I was really worried about. So here's the Firebird. I talked to Pivot in email and they gave me really off measurements. They said that I think only 23 centimeters would fit into this thing. So you can see here's the top of the seat tube, and then it goes down here, and then you can see where one of the pivot bolts is. And this is going to stop the seat post from going further, obviously. So I believe that was, when I measured it, it was much more, had much more latitude. Like can't see this, but it's about 31 centimeters from here to here. I'm sure you want some buffer, but 23 centimeters is like up here. It's not even close. So also with the Bronson, they told me the wrong info as well. So I measured from here down to where I actually bottom out by sticking like a PVC pipe in there that was as big as the seat post, and it went down like 430 millimeters. They told me like 290. So moral of the story, don't trust the bike manufacturer for measurements on everything. You got to measure it yourself, I guess. So let's see if the 30.9 is going to fit. We'll get a rough idea here in YouTube. So yeah, it easily like goes all the way, almost all the way down to where this piece starts here. You can see that. There's a little bit of buffer. I think I'm gonna need it so that it's at my saddle height. I'll probably need it like maybe 2 centimeters out, roughly. I'll play with that. But yeah, you can see you've got plenty of room for this thing, which is 300 millimeters long. And you know, I just need some room on the bottom for the actuator and the cable, but I think the cable can also probably route around this guy. I don't think it's gonna block the entire tube. So it'll route kind of through here and pop it out the other side. So yeah, that's good news. All right, so I'll do like another video bike check on this thing when I get it all installed. But yeah, stoked. Not stoked about the weight of these guys, but stoked about how they're gonna be less of a pain in the ass for me to keep like adjusting my seat using one of these guys on the trail. Just one less thing to worry about. Keep moving more.